Welcome to Simplified Salesforce. In this video, we will try to get familiar with OmniStudio or Vlocity platform's OmniScripts. So what are OmniScripts? OmniScripts are user interface or user experience components of the OmniStudio platform, which allows developers to collect inputs from the users while guiding them through a well-defined process. These inputs can then further be validated, processed, inserted into the Salesforce database or sent to an external web service. Customers nowadays no longer use applications only on laptop or desktops. They also use these applications on either tablets or mobile devices where space and input methods are limited. Considering this, OmniStudio engineers have made sure that the UI or UX that is built out of the OmniScripts are compatible or responsive out of the box with different form factors like desktops, tabs, and mobile devices. Now, let's try to understand what OmniScripts really are and how to use them by considering a real-life problem scenario. SecuredU.inc is an insurance company who wants to develop a website where they want to provide a quotation for a life insurance plan to customers. While doing this, they also want to collect the information from the customer so that they can contact the customer back to help them purchase a policy. For this, we need to build a guided UI which will allow customers to specify these details, based on which we can offer a calculated sum assured and an annual premium of the policy, based on which the customer can decide whether they want to purchase the policy or not. 1. Personal information to get the identity details. 2. Contact information to allow the sales reps to contact the customer back. 3. Address information to send the hard copies of the purchased policies. 4. Medical information to decide the applicable premium. 5. Insurance requirements to understand the actual requirements, calculate and offer the policy plans. Once all these details are collected from the user, we need to calculate and present the policy details to that user. We need to allow that user to proceed further by clicking on a button where we will create a lead object record in the database. If the user is not interested, he or she can click on cancel to decline the offer. Now, let's try to understand how the final solution will look and what will happen in the background. This is how the UI of the application will look. On the right side, we will show the steps section. This section will tell the user about the steps that the user will have to go through to complete the application. On the left side, we will show the section specific to the current step of the application. In this section, we will have the input fields for the user to specify the necessary details and buttons at the bottom for him or her to navigate forward or backward through the application. Now, let's see how the solution will work in real time. Now, let's go through the different elements that we will use to build the OmniScript. Steps. Steps are used to display a single page where we can show steps chart, input fields and buttons. In our solution, we will use multiple step elements to collect different types of information according to sections. Set values. Set values are used to create variables and initialize them to either static values or dynamic values through formulas. In our solution, we will use these elements to calculate age in years from date of birth and set the values of the read-only currency fields of calculated sum assured and annual premium. Integration procedure actions. Integration procedure actions are used to call integration procedures. In our solution, we will create an integration procedure which is also called as IP to calculate the sum assured and annual premium based on the expected sum assured and annual premium. For this calculation, we will use another component of OmniStudio platform, which is decision matrix. Data Raptor post action. Data Raptor post actions are used to perform database operations like fetch and insert or update. In our solution, we will use a Data Raptor post action to create the lead object record in the database. Now, let's take a look at how the final OmniScript will look like in the OmniScript designer. The first is the step element personal information, in which we will collect information like first name, last name and date of birth from the user. The second step is set values, in which we will calculate the age in years from the date of birth. The third element is the step element, which is contact information, where we will collect details like email address, phone or alternate phone. The fourth step is the address information step element, in which we will collect address information like street, city, state, country and zip code of the user. The fifth step is the medical information step element, in which we will collect medical information like blood group or any existing disease or condition. The sixth step is the insurance requirement step, in which we will collect the information like sum assured and net annual income of the user. At the seventh step, we will be calling the integration procedure to calculate the sum assured and annual premium. The eighth step is the set value step, in which we will set the values of the read-only currency fields on the next step from the values that we have received from the integration procedure in the previous step. The ninth step is the step element to specify or present the insurance offer to the user, in which we will display the sum assured and annual premium that the user will have to pay if he purchases the policy. The 10th step will be to call the Data Raptor load action if the user clicks on Yes, Contact Me button on the previous step. The 11th or the final step would be the step element, in which we will inform the user that the query has been submitted and the refs will reach out to that user to proceed further. If you like this video, please do like and share. If you want to receive more of such informative content, please hit the subscribe button. If you want us to make content related to any Salesforce or Salesforce related topic, please do let us know through comments.